Hi, English 10B students. Welcome to the second semester of English in 10th grade. This is only a quarter, but we're actually covering a semester's worth of work. So get ready for a roller coaster ride. Here you'll have a lot of work to do, but I hope you'll find it pleasurable. And I'm always here to help you in room 201 from 8 till 2 every day, and by email, text, remind. There's so many ways to get a hold of me. So just look on the calendar that you're being given, the paper calendar, to help you contact me. I'm looking down here to get my notes out so I can remember everything I wanted to tell you today. We have a lot to do this week, so I'm going to go over that first. I want to kind of remind you about what you should be getting done this week. So if you are brand new to English at Cameo, or you didn't take my class last quarter, or Mrs. Klopp's class last quarter, then we want you to take the quiz. You're going to go to the website for on Canvas for orientations, and the first one you'll see there is the orientation video. Watch that to help you know everything that's expected of you in this class, and then you'll take this quiz. It's a paper quiz. You need to come see me to get it. So that's the first thing you need to do if you're brand new, so you know how to use the course. If you're returning instead, there's a commitment I want you to respond to. I want you to write out exactly your commitment to English this quarter and how you're going to do, what your plans are to do really well this quarter in English. The Canvas checklist is to make sure that all your settings are right so that you have the best way of being notified about everything that's happening in the English class, announcements, when you have a grade, when you have a discussion post, that kind of thing. So we want to make sure your settings are all right. So I want everyone to come see me, unless you had me for English last quarter, in which case I know your settings are right. Everyone else, please come see me so I can get to know you and so I can check your settings and make sure that you're set for the quarter for that. Then we're going to do a class assignment on Wednesday. It's called Comparing Poems. If you come to class, we'll do it together. You'll have it finished and you'll get extra credit. So I really encourage you to come to class Wednesday at 9:30 for that. If you can't come to class, as always, there will be an online assignment. You can do it that way. And if you need any help, please just let me know. And then finally this week, there's a poetry discussion. You're going to write a poem. You're going to express your poetry skills by writing a poem. It's only going to be 8 lines, and it has a few requirements, as you'll see online. And I give you a lot of help online too with how to do it and meet those requirements. But if you need more help, please feel free to come see me. And if you don't want to follow the template that I give you, you're more than welcome to do your poem however you want, as long as you meet those requirements. And then you also need to read each other's poems. The whole point of writing poetry is to publish it. And so this is our way of publishing poetry and then letting others share it. Or sharing it with others, and then responding. It's really nice when you write to have someone respond to what you've written, and then you know how they feel about what you wrote. So you'll have to respond to 2 classmates in the discussion. So that's all for this week. I want to briefly highlight what else we're doing this quarter so you kind of have a heads up. We have 3 main things we're doing. First, we're going to, right after the first week, we're going to jump right in the second week to Antigone. It's Antigone. So it kind of looks like Antigone, but it is pronounced Antigone. It's a Greek play by Sophocles, and it's about family and loyalty and doing what you know is right in your heart, honoring the gods that you believe in, because back then they believed in many gods. So I think you'll enjoy the play if you give it a chance. It's not easy to read. I've broken it up into small bits, so it's not too much to read on any one day, and we'll do some of the assignments in class together, so that'll help you too. And then the other big assignment is a critical review essay. That means you're reviewing the work of someone else and criticizing it. Criticizing doesn't mean being mean. It means looking at it with critical thinking skills to decide if it was well done. So what I'm asking you to do is write a review of a movie that comes from a book. So you'll have to have read the book and seen the movie in order to do this essay. So start thinking now about what fits the bill for you, and it can be really simple, something like The Cat in the Hat. If you saw that and read that book, that would work, and you need to have access to the book too. Or it can be a little more complicated, like The Outsiders, if you've read that book and seen that movie, or something way more complicated like Steinbeck novel, The Grapes of Wrath. If you saw that movie and read that book, that would work too. And you're answering the question, did the movie do justice to the book? Meaning, did the director do a good job of bringing the story to the screen? And I'll help you with that along the way, but you can start thinking about that now, because that's one of our really big assignments. And then finally, we end the quarter by reading. There's some other littler things mixed in there, but we end the quarter with one more big assignment, and that's reading Shakespeare's play called Julius Caesar. It looks hard, it sounds hard, and it's hard to begin with, but once you get into it and start getting used to reading Shakespeare, I think you'll find that it's not as hard as it seems. You kind of start feeling the rhythm. And I give you a link to No Fear Shakespeare, which has side-by-side readings to really help you too. So don't be scared by that. It's a great story everyone should read about betrayal. It's got a lot of ties to Antigone, betrayal and honor and motives and government control, a lot of which we will have seen in Antigone already. Making good decisions, the intentions that people have when they do things, try to do right and wrong, and see how that all works out. So hard to read, but well worth it. I want you to just be ready for all of that and enjoy it. I really hope you enjoy English this quarter, because I really love teaching you and I enjoy being here with you. What's the one thing that you can promise me right now that you will do to give yourself the best chance of the best possible grade in English 10B this quarter? What one thing are you going to do? Think about that and make just one little tiny promise here to me and to yourself about what you'll do. Write that in the response below. So you click reply, then you'll see a box pop up, type your answer in there, and then after you're satisfied with what you've written, and it doesn't have to be long, I'm just asking for one little thing, then you click post reply. And for these weekly videos that I make, usually at the beginning of the week, this is the only one that's not at the very beginning of the week, because we're just getting started, but every other one is Monday if Monday's the first day of school, or Tuesday if not. You don't have to respond to your classmates, but I'd love for you to read what your classmates wrote and get some ideas from them. So that's why I make it a discussion. But you can just write your response and read the rest, and you don't have to write a response to anyone else. All of the other discussions in here that show up as discussions, you do need to write a response of your own, a post of your own, and then a response to 2 classmates. Okay, if you have any questions, please come see me. I'm really excited to be working with you, and thanks for watching my video. Bye-bye.